So I just created my first online course, which is funny because this is something I've always been against, but I'm glad I pushed myself to finally do it and just see what happened. And in this video, I'm going to talk about this experience of creating my first online course, why I decided to create a course, and also help you answer the question of, is creating an online course still worth it in 2025 and beyond? So be sure to stick around for the entire video. So, if this is your first time to the channel, welcome. My name is Ryan, and my mission is to help you navigate the overwhelming world of artificial intelligence. And if you want to know my favorite AI tools and prompts that I use for marketing and content creation, be sure to get my free AI Marketing Essentials Guide. You can find the link for that below this video. So first of all, what is my course? Now, my course is called the AI Beginners Bootcamp, and it costs under $100, just a one-time fee. I have about 15 video lessons. I'm continuing to add and build onto those and update them as AI changes so much. This is catered towards marketers, content creators, entrepreneurs, students, really anyone who's new to AI and just trying to find an organized way to learn the basics and how to produce tangible outcomes with ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity, Notebook LM, and several other of my favorite AI tools and tactics. And for those interested in my AI Beginners Bootcamp, I will leave a link to this in the video description below, and I'll also attach a special coupon code for those watching this video. And if you're not interested, no hard feelings either way. I have several of free tutorials on my YouTube channel, and I also have a free AI Marketing Essentials Guide. Honestly, guys, I just want to help people understand the basics of AI, as this is something that I'm very passionate about. So if you're wondering why I've been so hesitant to create online courses and why it took me years to do this, this post I had on LinkedIn sums it up pretty well. And if we're not connected on here, I will leave my profile in the video description below, and I'll be sure to get back to you. So this post, the title of this post that I had reads the following: How to Make a Lot of Money Online Without Ethics. And I feel like when it comes to online courses, most of them are complete scams. I've been scammed by an online course. I'm sure many of you watching have been scammed by an online course, and I never want to be categorized in that same group of people that scam people into these courses. And so the 5 steps that I have on this post: number 1, spin up a landing page pretending you accomplished something. There's this whole, it's popular going around what I call the ClickFunnels mentality, right? And ClickFunnels isn't a bad platform. I've used it before. It has a lot of benefits. But what I mean by the ClickFunnels mentality is it's all these get-rich-quick people thinking they can spin up a quick landing page, spin up a course on something they have no experience, they've never done, it provides no real-world value. But hey, as long as we're making money, who cares about the people who bought it? That is the ClickFunnels mentality. And unfortunately, that is sold a lot of places throughout the internet. And a lot of what they do too is they fool their social proof, right? They'll pay their way into Forbes and other PR, pay-to-play gimmicks. They'll buy followers, they'll buy upvotes, they'll buy comments, they'll buy likes on YouTube. If you ever go to a YouTube video of a popular influencer, start scrolling through the comments and notice how there's all these random positive comments from these fake accounts, right? People play this game all the time, and it's really sad, in my opinion, that a lot of people can't figure this out. Now, if you're looking at my landing page, I actually have that right here, as featured on Forbes, Yahoo Finance. So Ryan, how are you any different? Well, guess what, guys? I've actually been on Forbes. I was organically featured on Forbes. This is not a paid placement. It's not the Forbes Business Council. Same with Yahoo Finance. I had reporters reach out to me when these media opportunities come up. So I've organically made my way into these big media outlets. I would never pay my way into something like that just to have it stamped on my landing page as featured in XYZ. So as I'm ranting about this, I'm now fired up talking about it. I hope you guys can understand why it took me so long to finally create an online course, as I never want to be categorized into that same group of what I call the ClickFunnels mentality of people who have never done anything in the real world, and they're fooling people into believing so. They're getting quick cash grabs, but providing no real world value. So now you might be thinking, well, Ryan, why did you create an online course if you're against all of these scam artists who are creating them? That's a great question, right? Well, number 1, people call me, text me, email me every single day trying to pick my brain about AI, and there's only so much that I can handle. So I thought, why don't I just create an affordable and organized way like the AI Beginners Bootcamp to have people take this instead? That way, it's a way to support me, right? People who want to support, they can buy the course. It's very affordable. I don't want to, charge $500, $1,000 for courses. I guarantee you guys, there are courses just like mine providing less value, but charging 5 times the price. price. I never want to be that person. I always want to make something that's affordable to the average person. And secondly, I wanted to challenge myself. Since I've never built an online course before, I thought this would be a unique opportunity to learn more skills. And I did learn a lot of new skills looking back that are also very transferable to other areas. I learned how to create a landing page that looks just like this, right? And also how to make sure it converts. I learned a lot more about video. I actually learned more about AI as I was creating this course. Learned how to organize a course, make it properly structured, learned a lot about email automations, drip sequences, lead magnets, right? So many useful tips when it comes to content and marketing that I would have never gotten had I not decided to create this course from scratch. And so, staying on the same topic of what I learned from this course creation process, I would say one of the biggest things is that this took way more work and way more time than I initially anticipated. Now, did I make mistakes and could I have done things faster? Yes, absolutely. But also realize that I'm co-running a marketing agency and that's more than half of my revenue right now, while I'm also doing this YouTube channel and trying to grow that. So, in addition to those two projects, creating a course on the side actually took way more time and effort than I realized. The biggest things, in my opinion, were the videos, right? Recording extra videos in addition to what I'm doing on YouTube. That took a lot of time to record, to make sure that my content was good and going back and forth, right? Editing, creating new thumbnails for all the different lessons, creating descriptions from the lessons. Now, I did use AI to help speed up this process quite a bit. I'll actually talk about that here in a little bit, dive into the tools and processes that I used, but that would be the biggest thing that I learned. If you're on the fence of potentially wanting to create an online course, just realize this: it's going to be more work and it's going to take more time than you think. Whether or not what these online jokers on the internet are telling you, it does take a lot of work to do it right. Now, another important thing that I learned after creating my first course is that more people will actually take you seriously if you have a digital product attached to your name. What do I mean by this, right? So if you're a content creator and you don't have a digital product, you don't have an ebook, a course, or any type of digital product that you're monetizing, people won't take you as serious. And how do I know this? Well, I've had so many new opportunities come up lately, whether it's PR related, whether it's AI tools or creators wanting to collab with me. I have so many emails from AI tools about sponsorships, maybe adding this in my course and this and that. And by the way, guys, I turn most of those down. I will never, recommend a tool that I don't personally believe in for any reason whatsoever. But the point I'm trying to make here is if you have a digital product like an online course behind your name or behind your brand, people will take you more seriously. Another thing that I learned from creating this course is that feedback is super important. During this process, I would send over what I have to people in my community that I trust who are well-versed in AI, and I would say, hey, give me your honest feedback on this course. And they did, right? I gave them 30 minutes of my time for free for AI consulting. It's just like a thank you, right? So I don't expect people to just do this for free. I always want to give them something back if they're dedicating time to help me. But that's another thing that I learned is that if you're looking to create a course, make sure you're getting feedback from people, because you can't just put a course out there if no one is interested and doesn't actually solve a problem. Lastly, another big takeaway that I had from creating my first course is that done is better than perfect. I can't tell you how much time I wasted looking back, redoing entire lessons, reshooting videos, re-editing thumbnails, all thinking in my head that it's not perfect enough or it's not advanced enough for someone buying my course, thinking it's not going to provide enough value, which is false, right? Done is better than perfect. Not to mention, if it's a one-time course fee or even a monthly fee, you can always go back and update lessons in the course, add new lessons, remove lessons. Perfection is the enemy of progress. And so if you're going into this trying to create an online course, always remember that it's better to have something done that it's not perfect. So looking back and going through this entire course creation process from start to finish, if someone were to ask me, Ryan, I'm a creator, I'm on the fence about creating an online course, is it still worth it in 2025? And my answer is yes. The opportunities and upsides that I've gotten after creating this course are so much greater than what the downsides were of not doing it. The biggest downsides were it took so much time. It took hours, right? I had to make sacrifices in other areas of my life to do this. It took a lot of effort. It took a lot of energy to do all these videos. But on the flip side, the opportunities that I gained from it and also the skills that I gained from it, like I mentioned previously, are now transferable to other areas of my marketing business and everything else that I'm doing going forward. I didn't know much about email automations, email sequences, how to build landing pages, how to write copy that converts on landing pages. I didn't know a lot about the platform that I was using to create this course, right? So the skills that I gained from this entire process, again, are transferable to other areas. So looking back, my answer is yes, and I would say that it was definitely worth this experience. So now I'm going to show you a little inside scoop of what tools and processes that I use to create my first online course. And keep in mind, again, am I a master at this? No, this is my first course. People watching this who have built several successful online courses are probably going to laugh at some of the things that I'm talking about, but oh well, I'm not too worried about that. So number one, the platform that I use to build the course itself is called Course Creator 360. This is a white labeled version of Go High Level. I'll leave a link to this in the description below. Honestly, I don't even know if it's an affiliate link. I'll just leave a link to it. You can also use Go High Level. It's really the exact same thing, but I really like this, right? It's really organized, very easy user interface. It's plug and play. I was recommended this by someone who I trust, who's created several successful online courses, and I've had a lot of success with it. So be sure to check it out. They have some really cool automation features. They have unlimited contacts, I believe, in the CRM that you can have. And then here's like an inside look at the course if you actually purchase it. That's what it looks like from the consumer-facing side. And secondly, I relied on ChatGPT Plus for a lot of this process as I was building this course. You'll see right here, I even started, what should I name this course, right? That's one of the best use cases for AI is ideation. I talk about that all the time. So it gave me AI Beginners Bootcamp and it explained why. Then I asked for more variations, AI Basics Bootcamp, AI Starter Bootcamp. So from an ideation and strategy perspective, I would recommend starting with ChatGPT Plus or Claude just to get going. Then once you have a course name, you can get an idea on a course curriculum, course lessons, course modules. Then you actually have to do the work yourself and record the videos. That took the longest part for sure. But I also use ChatGPT. And if you look at how long this chat is, look on the right-hand side here, how long this entire chat was dedicated just towards creating this AI Beginners Bootcamp. And I'm going to try to find some of the images that I helped it create. So you'll see I uploaded like pages of landing pages just to give me ideas on how to build better landing pages that convert. That's another great use case. I can't find it as I'm scrolling. Oh, here it is right here. So I gave it one of the images that I liked. And if I scroll down, you'll notice here, if you go to my page, so here's the image right here, AI Beginners Bootcamp. So if it loads here, you'll see what this looks like. And if you go to my Beginners Bootcamp, that's where I got that image right there. So in addition to ideation and strategy, I also relied on ChatGPT to generate me images for my course that I can use on my landing page. I use it to help me generate emails, right? Whether in my email sequences to help promote the course. So that is where I would start, is I would start with a tool like Course Creator 360, Go High Level, Kajabi. There's so many of these tools out there. And then I'd also rely on ChatGPT Plus really to help you do the ideation, the strategy, the generating images, getting feedback on things, right? Uploading landing pages, asking for its advice, asking for its copy advice, things of that nature. That really was my entire process of creating this course, using a tool like Course Creator 360, and then using ChatGPT Plus, and then also using my own efforts to actually film and record the actual video lessons. Now, I know I rambled a lot in this video as I had a lot of thoughts to get off my chest, but circling back to the main point here, if you're on the fence about creating an online course and if it's worth it or not, the answer is yes. There are way more upsides than there are downsides. And no, this was not a video to try to sell you the AI Beginners Bootcamp. I could care less if you guys buy this or not. As long as you're engaging with my content and you find value in all the free content that I provide, that's all that matters to me. But yes, creating an online course is still worth it in 2025 and beyond. And with all of that being said, I appreciate you if you've made it this far into the video. If you found value in what I was saying here, be sure to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, but I also want to hear what you have to say in the comments below. Have you created an online course? Are you going to create an online course in 2025 as part of like a New Year's resolution or something like that? Want to hear what you guys have to say in the comments. Also, be sure you can email me. You can send me a message on Twitter, LinkedIn. If you have any quick questions about what I learned from this course creation process that I didn't cover in this video, more than happy to get back to you and help you in any way that I can. But most importantly, I hope you all have a great day.